Yes, we will travel to a country whose dauphin, the old tale of a date in the Sandan whose shores Tajur and witnesses to the footsteps of Fatima, and whose politics and rulers have divided the entire world. Surprise. Yes, I'm talking about of Libya. In this video, I will tell you about Libya. I will tell you such facts which you might not have known before. You've never heard it. You'll find out eventually who was Muammar Gaddafi. What's the atmosphere like? What are the nighttime activities? Does work happen here? Hassin and Jamil from here. What are you doing here, lovely girls? How are their marriages? When I went to Italy, she was full of love and affection. To call girls with bodies. Why did he demand it? He was among his bodyguards. Why did he choose girls? And when he died, his personal bodyguard took his... What I'll tell you about it will surprise you. How do people from all over the world come here? They indulge in debauchery, and the girls here to other countries except one's own country. Why do they fall for men? Their visits. What Libya was like under the rule of the famous Muammar Gaddafi with Ariana Flessi Hawatitude. All this and more, you'll learn something today. So watch the video, watch till the end, and if you are new, then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon press to have every new video delivered to you. Now let's talk about the Libya. Generally, it is called the State of the Libya. This is in the Maghrebi region of North Africa. It is indeed an important country. It shares its borders with many countries. Bahri Rum in the north, Mashriq in Egypt, Junub Mashriq in Sudan, Junub in Chad, South Maghreb in Niger, Maghreb in Al Jazeera, and in the northern Maghreb, thus the Libya, differ in their status. This is a country that connects letters. 16th largest in the world. In terms of area, this is a country whose number is 17,541. The marmalade is kilometers long. But the interesting thing is, that the population on such a large land is very small. The total population of Libya today is approximately 15 million, i.e. around 1.5 crore. There is a higher number of males in this population, which constitutes approximately 52%, while women's 49% of the population of Libya. The distribution of men and women is approximately equal. Yes, however, the number of men is higher than that of women. Slightly more than the competition. Trablus is also the largest and most important city. You could call this city the hallmark of Libya. On one side, the centuries-old Asr-e Kadamand, on the other side modern buildings, and is known as Sanati Markaz, Libya's largest port and capital. There is a Markaz, and in the same city there is a University of Trablus also remains. But most of all, the thing that brought Trablus worldwide fame, that's Bab al-Azizia Barracks, the place where Colonel Muammar Gaddafi lived and ruled for a long time. It was the place from where Gaddafi not only controlled Libya but surprising the whole world decisions were made. The national language of Libya is Arabic. The people of do not speak ordinary Arabic but a special Lebanese Arabic with accent and different pronunciation. This is why Libya, the conversation is a little different from other Arab natives. It is felt. This tongue is not only theirs, it is rather their identity and recognition. Libya is also a part of the current climate. At that time, it seemed like a common Eastern country, but as the darkness of night descends, his a different world in the streets and markets, she wakes up. Such work is done here at night. There are things that leave a person astonished. After hearing them, Hussein and Jamil have voluptuous bodies that girls are a special part of life here. Some education is considered part of some work, and some do. There are also those who, due to their compulsions or dreams, she goes on a path where but he risked his life by going ahead. The style of weddings in Libya is also, it's traditional and unique. Girls are often less, marriages are arranged at a young age. But many such. There are also those who dream big, and she would rather die for men from outside the country than for men from within the country, because they understand that life there more intense. A sledgehammer when he went. One of his caste bodyguards did such things, he made revelations that astonished the world. The women also revealed later that a secret room inside Gaddafi's palace, where it was called the Green Room, and there he does as he pleases. He used to celebrate. Libya is still famous in the world. It attracts people from all over. But the purpose of those who come here is mostly debauchery, and it is colorful. This is the reason why the many girls leave their country. They go after men from other countries, and their dreams and reality are often at odds with each other. They turn out to be completely different. Sir viewers, world's famous journalist, Ariana, who doesn't know Flashy? She was that woman who have defeated the great rulers of the world and conducted remote interviews. There was also an interview with Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, through his cast preparations, called Tarabulus, and in his magnificent palace, she sat in the waiting room. She was waiting when suddenly the door opened, and Colonel Gaddafi, on a valuable Arabian horse, he rode inside. In his hand, there was a sword which was taken out from its sheath. He said, "Let the interview begin." The scene was quite unusual. She left in anger and left without doing the interview. She saluted Gaddafi and left the hall. How did they leave the Libya? This story, I will definitely tell you about it in a separate documentary. I'll tell you something that will be very interesting. The national religion is Islam, and 97% of the population here, most are Muslims, while the remaining 3% are followers of other religions. Libya currency, it is called the Libyan dinar, and its value is significantly higher than other currencies, which makes this currency gives a strong foothold in the field. Colonel Gaddafi was a very intelligent and cunning ruler. During his time, the famous Arabic channel Al Jazeera made a documentary on the Libya. Gaddafi tried to get the film released. No, but Al Jazeera obeyed his orders. Refused. Gaddafi refused to accept Qatar's. Pressure was also put on Prince Sheikh Hamad bin Jassem, but he flatly refused. Finally, the day came when the film was to be released. People in the country closed their shops and sat down in front of the television. But as the Nazirites began on the orders of Gaddafi, the entire country was cut off. This continued until the film was completed. No, Gaddafi was the Arab leader whose head, those 40 years, when the world trembled with his decisions. First, by rebelling against Shah Idris came to power. And surprisingly, not a single life was lost in the rebellion. Gaddafi is located in a Sahrawi area near the city of Sarda, born in 1852. This man possessed extraordinary abilities. Whenever Gaddafi went to a foreign country, he would certainly have taken his royal tent with him so that the Arabs represent the culture, even the camel. They would take it along and tie it outside the tent. As long as the Kama and the camel stay in this glory, in 1988, an incident occurred when an American Airlines plane on December 21 destroyed. This Libyan, the airline's head, Abdul Basid al-Magharani, 270 people were killed in the accident. Innocent people were killed. After this, Libya but strict restrictions were imposed, which continued until 1999. Eventually, Gaddafi died, paid millions of dollars to the heirs of the owners. Islamic teachings during the time of Colonel Gaddafi, the laws were completely enforced. Jawa, Kabakana, and places of crime are all closed. Libya's oil wealth was rich, and Gaddafi used this wealth, spent on the welfare of the people. That is why the country made unprecedented progress. Education and treatment was completely free. The people were happy. She was living her life. 40 years for the people, extreme laziness, comfort, and convenience. Despite global restrictions, inflation was not allowed to rise. Electricity was distributed throughout the country. It was free in 2019. People were never billed. The banks were owned by the princely state and were based on loans. No interest was charged. Every citizen got a house. The government helped to build it, and it was considered the first duty of this government. Government provides houses to married couples. The entire cost of making the cake was given as a gift. Education and health facilities were available in full, but it was free. During Colonel Gaddafi's era, Libya's share of the population was 85%. The government provided free land, and she used to provide all kinds of machines for this. If treatment of any patient is not possible in the country, if it had happened, the government would have brought him back at its own expense. She would send the car to her country, subsidized, at half the price, and petrol was extremely cheap during this time. Libya has no external debt, but more than 140 billion in the national treasury were present. If educated youth get employment, if he does not get it, then the government will punish him for his ability. She would pay according to her salary as long as she was employed. I would not have achieved it. Respected viewers of Gaddafi, Libya's people are among the world's most among the high-income earners. Even today, Libya's fee income is 24381 magnificent. Throughout the country, roads are paved. Drive on the right and bus transporter taxi. The system is excellent. During the time of Gaddafi, there was no trace of poverty. But today, lakhs of families live in poverty, forced to survive. During the Gaddafi era, every gave $5,000 to parents upon the birth of a child. They used to go there so that they could take good care of the child. Gaddafi is not limited to Libya alone. He also made it difficult for Pakistan supported in time. Pakistan did not get any help from any quarters at the beginning. But Gaddafi offered 100 million. Pakistan defended itself with this capital, started the program. Gaddafi always wanted that the Muslim origins came together, and he built strong blocks. Sometimes he trying to bring together, sometimes African original. But unfortunately, the Muslim country is not united. Instead, they started fighting among themselves and criticizing Ranal. Gaddafi is the only person in the world. He was the leader who abolished paper currency. The system of transactions through gold coins continues. But even this dream became a reality. It could not be made because the world powers were afraid of it. I felt threatened. Respected Nasrin Gaddafi. There are many things that can be said about, can also be done and shown. But YouTube's principles and policies, in the presence of laws, we will mention them here. They can't, but everyone knows one thing. It is said that Gaddafi's debauchery is known all over the world. She was famous. She spent millions of dollars on her luxuries alone. They spend it all. The most beautiful thing in the world, girls and the princes. Of Amir Tarin Malik, he would come to Libya on its anniversary and have a great time. Their daughter celebrations, Libya's Bain Akwami. The calling code is 218, while the internet domain name Ali is home to 92% of the country's population. Consists of Arabs. 5% are Berbers, while the remaining 3%. There are people from different communities. So friends, you will see the next video. Which country do you want to visit? Comments please do let me know, and also like the video at the end. Do it, and subscribe to the channel. Did not get any help from any quarters at the beginning.